thank you so much for joining me today. Today is a special treat. I just took a wonderful workshop from Tiffany Burke Pilates, and we will be doing more of a HIIT style workshop, high intensity. Your heart rate will definitely get up there. If there are any questions or if you're feeling unsafe at any time, please go ahead. Add more springs for more stability, or please do not do the exercise at all. But to begin, we're going to begin on our backs for footwork. I have 3 to 4 springs on for footwork. I'm going to come lying onto my back with my feet in Pilates feet, heels together, toes apart, rotating my femur in the hip socket. My knees are tracking over my toes. I'm going to squeeze everything towards the midline to press the carriage out and resist the carriage on the way back in. And press and resist. And inhale and exhale. And 4. Make sure you're squeezing your glutes at the top to extend your legs fully. Go ahead and check out your neutral spine. 8. Make sure you have a heavy sacrum. 9. And 10. From there, I'm going to come in to a parallel position on my heels. My toes pulled back strongly towards my knees. My legs are squeezed together, maintaining my neutral spine. I'm going to inhale out and exhale to resist the carriage. Come in. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze my glutes and hamstrings on the way out. Release my hip flexors on the way in. Drawing my belly button to the spine the whole time. Really feeling the tightening on the exhale. And 8. Here's 9. And release. Squeeze and release. I'm going to shake out my shins. Bring my feet to a wide Pilates feet. Again, femur rotated in the hip socket. Knees tracking over my toes. I'm going to inhale to press out and exhale to come back in. Really tweezing my seat, squeezing my glutes at the top, yearning my inner thighs together from an internal pressure, but not actually moving my heels closer. Continuing to rotate strongly at the top and rotate strongly as I release my femur in the hip socket. No movement above my legs. 8, 9, 1 more, and come in. Bring your feet up to tabletop. Place your balls of your feet in a high heel position or demi-point position on the balls of your feet with your heels lifted as high as you can. We're going to press out, squeeze your glutes and hamstrings and inner thighs to keep your legs together. Release your hip flexors on the way back in. And squeeze. Release. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. Here's 5. 6. Drop your belly and drop it further. 8. Ribs together. And 10. From there, I'm going to come up to sitting. I'm going to change my springs for hundreds. I'm going to have personally 2 springs on. I use 1 medium, 1 heavy, or I'm sorry, 1 medium, 1 light. Pardon me. I'm going to come on to my back. I'm going to be using my foot straps for this entire series today. So I'm going to raise my hands up over my head. I may have to scooch a little bit further from the shoulder blocks to accommodate for the extra room that I have in my straps versus my foot, in my handles versus my foot straps. If I just scooch slightly away from the shoulder blocks, I can get the same weight from the springs that I'm used to. I'm going to inhale, exhale to curl up, pointing my toes, dropping my belly button to my spine, squeezing my legs together. I am in a Pilates feet position, rotating my femur in the hip socket. I'm going to inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Reaching strongly for the foot bar. I'm curling up over my sternum. My abdominals are supporting my neck. I'm not crunching my chin to my chest. I have room between my chin and my chest for an apple, an orange. It's a comfortable lengthening of my spine, maintaining the curve through the top of my head. And now we're going to lower our feet, maintaining a neutral spine, and continue pupping. Inhale. For the last 2, we're going to lower our feet a little further, as long as we can maintain a neutral spine. And then we're going to hold it. We're going to draw our feet into tabletop. We're going to do pulses. We pulse up, 1, 2, just with our upper body. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we pulse, we are reaching our fingers more strongly towards the foot bar. From there, I'm going to sit up again. I'm going to go ahead and rock my foot bar. I'm going to change my springs again so that I have just one medium spring on. We are going to come down for a sideline arms series. I'm going to drop my headrest. I'm going to come on to my left side first, personally. I'm going to bring my knee bent. You can lie on your arm here. You can hook your arm and hold onto your back peg, or you can come up on to your elbow. Try not to sink into your side too strongly if you do that. From there, I'm going to grab my handles. I am going to choke up to the metal, not the rubber, to the metal. Actually, right below the metal. So my hands loop, and I'm holding on above because I am using my foot strap and not my handle. From there, I'm going to engage my lats and pull my hand down to my hip. My foot is shut straight out. I still have engagement in my glutes. Engage your lat and pull your arm down. To shoot my leg out so it can hover above the foot bar. Here's 3. Drawing my belly button in and inhale. And 4. And lift. And 5. And now that we have the pattern, we're going to speed it up slightly. Engage your lat and pull for 6. And release. And 7. Make sure you're starting from your lat. 8. 9. And 10. From there, I'm going to press my bottom leg out strongly with my top leg. Oops. I'm going to stack my hips. Might have to adjust slightly. I'm going to engage my lat, pull my hand down to my hips. From there, we're going to banana. We lift our feet and reach for our toes and release. And release. 3, 4. Drawing our belly button to our spine. We're reaching and lifting our toes. 7, 8, 9. On 10, stay there. Release your arm and hold it. See if you can curl a little deeper. Replace your hand and come back down. We're going to rebend our leg. Press our arms straight out in front of us. We're going to engage our pec and our lat and pull our hand towards our thigh and release. And engage. And release. And we're going to exhale here. And inhale to release. And exhale and release. And now we're going to speed it up for 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Staying extended on the hand. We're going to bend at the elbow, leaving our bicep by our ribs. Bend our arm in and extend for 10. Shoulder down your back. 9. Don't bounce your carriage. Control the strap. Control the spring. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing your arm back up, we're going to extend our bottom leg to our top, stack our hips for another set of bananas. Woo! Pull your hand down to your thigh. We're going to reach and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Release. Place your hand back and bend everything back into the front. Go ahead and replace your strap. Shake out your arm. We are going to go ahead and go to the other side. Now I'm laying on my right side. My right knee is bent. I'm trying not to release too heavy into my right side. I'm still trying to create a lift. Again, you can lay down on your arm. You can bend your arm back to hold onto the post behind you. Or you can be up on your elbow with your head in your hands. Make sure that you have engagement in your glutes of your top leg so that your leg can lift above the foot bar. I'm going to loop my hand through my foot strap and I'm going to grab onto the strap above. From there, I'm going to raise my hand up to the ceiling, engage my lat to pull my shoulder down and pull my hand towards my hip and release up. Engage my lat and pull. My ribs are in. My belly button's to my spine. Inhale. Exhale. And one more. And now we're going to speed up the movement slightly. For 6, 7, 8. Make sure your shoulders aren't creeping towards your ear. 9 and 10. From there, I'm going to extend my bottom leg, starts in line with my top. My hips are stacked. I'm going to reach my hand down towards my feet, and I'm going to bring the hand up by reaching towards my toes and lifting my feet. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your seat. 6, 5, 4. This is not easy. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Release your hand if it's under your head. Draw your belly button close to your spine. Replace your hand. Bring your top hand up and bend your bottom knee. From there, I'm going to bring my arm out to the front. I'm going to engage my pec and my lats and pull my hand back towards my thigh. And release. Engage my pec and my lats. Hollow out my armpit. Pull my hand back. Here's 3, 4. One more at this speed. 5. Make sure your shoulders not creeping. We're speeding up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I think I counted wrong, but here we go. 1, hold it. We're going to squeeze our bicep into our ribs, bend at the elbow to bring our hand towards our shoulder, and tricep press for 10 and 9. Make sure your hips are stacked. 7, 6. Draw your shoulder down your back. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Leave your hand there. From there, we're going to bring our bottom leg to meet our top and banana. Reach for 10, 9, lift 8, 7, both legs, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Release your top or bottom arm. Squeeze everything. Replace your bottom arm. Bring your top arm in and bend your bottom leg. Go ahead and replace your strap. Come up to sitting. We're only just beginning, so we're going to go ahead and bring our foot bar back up. I have mine on the middle setting. I'm going to place one heavy spring on, release my medium spring. I'm going to come off to the side. I'm going to get my long box. I'm going to place my long box on, pushing it up against the shoulder pads, making sure it's in the middle. I'm wearing slippier pants today, so I went ahead and grabbed a sticky mat as well. I'm going to come on to my box by placing the hand closest to me. Close to me, lifting up one leg and swinging my top leg on. I'm going to make sure that I'm in the correct position for my swan. It would be where the sternum meets the 12th rib or where your sports bra meets. I'm going to come down the line and draw my belly button up towards my spine. Knit my ribs together so they're not centering. Squeezing my inner thighs, tweezing my seat. I'm going to press out and pull in. Just some simple presses. 2, 3. Don't bounce the carriage. 4. Bring your shoulders down the whole time. When you press out, haul out your underarm. 8, 9, and 10. From here, we're going to start. We're going to do 5 traditional swans. We're going to press out on 1. Pull up on 2. Press back on 3. Pull in on 4. Press out 1. Swan on 2. Down on 3. If you feel your lower back twitching, draw your belly button to your spine more strongly. If that's not helping you, squeeze your legs together more intently. I lost count, so let's go ahead and do one more. And stay out on this one. We're going to pull up with straight arms in this one and release back down with straight arms into just straight arm swans the whole way. So we're going to pull up on 1 and release on 2. Make sure that your necks are remaining in line with your spine. Hollow out your underarms as you pull up into swan. One more. And pull back in across the foot bar. From there, we're going to step off to the side, never having released the squeeze on our inner thighs or the lift from our belly button. I'm going to go ahead and remove my sticky pad for right now. I'm going to switch my box to short box. I'm going to press it into my shoulder pads again, my shoulder box again, making sure it's not going to move. I'm going to change my spring to one medium spring. From there, place both hands on the foot bar before I get up. I'm going to come into a T position with my feet. My left foot is going to be turned out with my toes facing the left side of my reformer. My entire outside of my foot is pushed up against the shoulder, against the blocks, and I am turning out by rotating my femur to hip socket. I'm taking my right foot and pointing my toes towards the standing platform of my machine, and it's located in the middle of my foot. So my feet look like a T, like this. From there, I'm going to press out, bringing my foot, popping my knee, and coming into a slight back extension, nothing major, just a little baby swing. And I'm going to come back in by replacing my foot and coming back over the foot bar. I'm going to press out. If this is too much for you, don't come into a back extension. Just go ahead and do planks from the T foot position. Breathe. Hollowing out your abdominals to draw the carriage completely under you. 6, 7. When you come in, look in at your knee, your belly button, at your box. There's 9. From here on out, we'll only be doing 5 of each exercise. If you'd like to move on, you can. If you're not interested, please continue with that same exercise or just the pikes. I'm going to press out, dragging my toe up the inside of my leg till it reaches my knee. Coming into a tiny baby back extension, dropping my hips towards the string slightly. And come back in by curling up, dragging my toes back down to the T-shaped position, pulling the carriage underneath my by hollowing out my ass. I'm going to press out and lift and press back and pull the carriage underneath. Here's 3. Hollow out your armpits to release some of the pressure from your wrists. And come back in. From there, we are going to go into a thread the needle position. I'm going to take my right hand and place it in the middle of my machine. I'm going to leave my left foot, my toes facing the left side, and bring my right foot on, pressing the inside of my right foot back into the box so that my feet are tandem and both sets of toes are facing the left side of the machine. From there, I'm going to press out, still lifting, I'm lifting up in my hips. I'm going to reach my hand up to the ceiling, and as I bring the carriage under by cinching my waist, I'm going to thread my arm in between my foot bar hand and my feet, dragging the carriage in with my hollow knot abs. I'm going to press back out to the start. And then I'm going to come under, cinching my waist. I'm going to press back out. And 3. Now I'm pressing out. 4. Press out. 1 more. 5. And press out. From there, I'm going to place my left hand on, place my right hand, bring my feet to a high heel bending point position with my heels pressing in to the box and bring the carriage up under by hollowing out my abdominals. I'm going to take my right foot, place it in the middle of the carriage with my right toes facing the right side of the reformer. I'm going to put the heel of my left foot in the middle of my right foot with the toes facing the standing platform. From there, I'm going to repeat the exercises. I'm going to press out, popping my left knee, bringing it towards the strings, dropping my hips down, extending them, slight back extension. Coming back up, pressing my heel back down to the original position, pulling the carriage under by hollowing out my abdominals. And I'm going to press up for 2. And lift. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. My toe is in a demi-point or forced arch position. It has not left the carriage. 5, halfway there with these. Here's 6. 7. Follow up your armpits. Relieve some of the pressure from your wrists. We only have 2 more, guys. Press up. And in. 1 more. And up. And in. Following on your abdominal. From here, we're going to drag the foot at the inside of our leg to a passe position, facing the standing platform. I'm going to press out, dragging my toe at the inside of my leg, me pointing to the springs. Give a slight back extension. Drag my toe back down the inside of my leg, and bring the carriage to the bumper. And drag. And in. Control your body. Don't let your hips just drop into the springs. Lift up. Hollowing out your armpits. Controlling the movement with your abdominals. Squeezing your glutes. 1 more. From here, we're going to come into the thread the needle position. I'm going to bring my right foot forward. I'm going to bring my left foot to the back so the inside of my left foot is pushing into the box. My feet are tandem. My left hand is going to reach for the middle of the foot bar. I'm going to press out. Raise my right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing the carriage under me. Reaching my hand between my feet and my foot bar arm for the side of the carriage behind me. Really cinching my waist as I come up. Inhale. Lifting my hips. And exhale. I don't know if anybody else is sweating, but I certainly am. 3. And pull. 4. Really give it some love. Really squeeze it on your waist to pull the carriage in. 1 more. Press out. Bring your right hand down. Left hand back out. Press in to your feet in a demi-point. Over into the box. And pull up into a pike. From here, we're going to go ahead and go into some additional piking. We are going to replace the spring with 1 light spring. Release the spring. I'm going to put my foot bar down in the lowest position. Personally, I don't shove into it too hard there. If you find that you're shoving into your foot bar too hard and it's impeding your movement, go ahead and just get rid of your foot bar. Put it all the way down. If the bars are bothering you, place a foam pad over it so that they don't hurt your feet as much. From there, I'm going to bring my feet up onto the standing platform with my hands on the box. I'm standing on the edge of my standing platform. My toes are curled over the edge, my front toe and my second toe, because I'm turned out into a Pilates view. My legs are squeezing together. If you prefer, you can have your heels under your sits bones. You're still in a forced arch position, and your feet are separated slightly with all your toes curling over the edge. From here, I'm going to try to maintain with my biceps, with my ears between my biceps when I'm hiked. I'm going to press out to a plank. My wrists are under my shoulders. I'm going to hollow out my abdominals to lift. And I'm going to inhale to plank. Exhale to lift. If you're feeling unsteady on your standing platform, do the exercise with gliders on the floor, the gliders under your hands, or place a sticky mat over your standing platform. There's 6. And 7. Here's 8. Squeezing my inner thighs together. Squeezing my glutes. 9. Hollowing up my abdominals. Come back in. Pulling the carriage under. And here's 10. and press. And exhale. And press. And exhale. And press. And exhale. 5 more. 4. Inhale. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Bring carriage into the upper. I'm going to separate my feet. I'm going to turn my toes to the left side of the machine. Coming onto my form with my left hand facing the left side, I'm going to prop my right hand on top of the carriage. I'm going to press out to a side plank, lifting my hips, and exhale. Cinching my waist to draw it under. And 2. And exhale. And 3. Lift. 4. 5. 6. 4 more. 7. 8. 9. Abdominals in. And 10. From there, I'm going to rotate through the center carefully. Bringing my feet still tandem with my toes pointing towards the opposite side. My left hand is, or my right hand is going to rotate face the side of the machine. I'm going to press out and exhale to lift it open. Squeeze my inner thighs too. 2. 3. Here's 4. Cinching my waist. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. From there, I'm going to rotate back through the center. I'm going to bring my knees to the carriage. Try not to collapse at this point. We're not quite done yet. I'm going to go ahead and remove my box. I'm going to go into some flying legs. So, I'm going to bring my foot bar back up to my center setting, which is my personal favorite setting. It's the setting I typically use. We're going to begin by, I'm going to start on my left side. So I'm going to place my left hand on the outside foot bar, my right hand to the middle of the foot bar. I'm going to tuck my toes on my right foot. I'm going to press my heel back with the shoulder block. I'm going to come into an easy lunge with straight arms. And lift. And bend my front knee. And lift. Keeping my back leg straight. 3. 4. Now on this next one, when I lift up, I'm going to pull my heavy femur bone up and float my toe off the floor. Dangling down there. I'm going to replace it gently and carefully. Come into a lunge. And lift, hovering up my abdominals. Bring my foot back down. And 3. Keeping my hips square. Here's 4. 1 more for 5. From here, we're going to go into a flamingo with our foot facing forward. Bring your nose to your knee. And release. And lift the flamingo. Release. 3. 4. And 5. From here, we're going to cross our knee across our body. Left knee to right elbow. And a twist. Still pointing our nose to our knee. And exhale. And release with control. And 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And here's 5. From here, we're going into flying arabesque. Don't fling your leg so that your hips go askew. You want to keep your body squared the whole time. Your hips squared to the floor. I'm going to press out. I'm going to lift up, squeeze my glute to lift my leg behind me, and release back down with control. And 2. 3. 4. And 5. From there, I'm going to bring bring the machine in. Stand up. I'm going to come around to the other side. I'm going to place my left hand on the outside foot bar, or my right hand on the outside foot bar. My left hand towards the middle. Tuck my toes on my left foot. Press my left heel into the shoulder block. Find a nice easy lunge with straight arms. I'm going to pull up, and I'm going to press back down. And pull up. 3, 4. The next move we do will be the toe dangle. 5. Ready? You're going to pull in and dangle your foot off the mat. And bring it back down. And 2. Join your abdominals in. And 3. And 4. And 5. From here, we're going to flamingo. Parallel, knee facing in front. And bring your nose to your knee and flamingo. And release. And flamingo. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring your opposite knee to opposite elbow in flamingo. But across the body, cinch your waist. And exhale, cinch the waist and release. And cinch. And exhale. 3, 4. After the stiptum, we're going into flying arabesque. Don't skew your hips. Don't fling your leg back without control. Abdominals just fine. Here's 4. And here is 5. Go ahead and come back up to standing. Bringing the carriage into the bumper. With control, we are going into sideline legs. Pardon me. I'm going to bring my foot bar down one more time. I'm going to use one medium spring. My headrest will still be down. I'm going to come onto my side, my head and my hands, or up on my elbow. I'm going to bring my knee in, make sure that my back is lined up. I'm going to pull the strap towards my foot so that my body stays in the correct position. I'm going to bring my foot down. I'm going to swing my foot forward, squeeze my glutes and hamstrings and pull it back so it's in line with my body. And 2. Stacking my hips the whole time. Here's 3. Bring your hips together. 4. Engage your glutes and hamstrings and then pull. And release. And engage glutes and hamstrings and pull. And release. Now without popping your carriage, speed it up slightly for 5. 4. Still fluid in both directions. 3. 2. And 1. From there, I'm going to turn my foot out, rotating my femur in the hip socket, and bring my foot up to the ceiling. And then I'm going to engage my glutes and hamstrings and pull my leg down. I'm going to float my leg up with control and squeeze to lower and float. 3. And float. And pull. 1 more. And now we're going to speed it up. Don't pop your carriage. If you pop your carriage, go a little slower. Or if your carriage stutters, or if you lose resistance in your straps, that all means that you've lost control of your carriage is controlling you. Leaving your foot out, we're going to sweep our foot forward. Bring it up to the ceiling and squeeze it back down. My leg will turn parallel as I bring it forward and turn out as I bring it up and down. And 3. We're going to do 5 this way and then reverse. Your glutes should be feeling it at this point. I'm sweating like a pig, guys. I kind of hope you are too if that's what you're going for. Lift your foot up and turn out. Bring it down to parallel and squeeze your glute and hamstring to pull it back. Rotate your femur in the hip socket to float your leg up to the ceiling. Bring it down to parallel and squeeze to pull back. And up and down and around. Here's 4. And inhale your leg up. And exhale it down. From there, we're going to bend our knee in. I'm to the strap with control, and I'm releasing the carriage to the bumper by using my lats, not allowing my shoulder to creep towards my ear. From there, I'm going to go ahead and sit up. I'm going to rotate over to the other side. I'm going to come down the line. Again, your head can be in your arms can be straight. You can hold the peg behind you, or you can be lifted up on to your side with your head in your hands. Make sure you're not sinking into the side. Make sure you still have some resistance. My bottom leg is tucked. I'm going to take my top hand, reach for the strap, using my lats to pull the strap down. I'm going to bring the strap to my foot, place my foot in the strap, and I'm going to bring my foot out. I'm going to scooch just a scotch, because I'm going to kick my Cadillac if I don't. My hips are stacked. I'm going to bring my foot forward. I'm going to squeeze my glutes and hamstrings to pull my foot back so it's in line with my body. Inhale forward. Exhale, bring it back. My pelvis is not tucked. I'm in a neutral spine. My ribs are in. My belly button's to my spine. My hips are stacked. My shoulders are stacked. If you don't want your hand on your waist, you can put it on top of the shoulder block in front of you, but the rope may rub it. We have 5 more, a little faster. Don't pop your machine for 5. If you feel any stutters in your springs, slow it down. Try to keep your foot and your knee and your ankle all in line with your hip. 2 more. And 1. From there, I'm going to turn my foot out, rotating the femur and the hip socket, making sure my hips didn't roll back when I do that. I'm going to lift my foot up and squeeze my glute and hamstring to drag my foot down so they're in line with my hip once again, not dropping them below. And inhale to lift and squeeze everything to lower it. Inhale to lift, stop here, squeeze it, and now use that energy to lower. 2 more at this speed. Check on your hips. Make sure they're still stacked. It's easy to roll back onto your low back in this. Now speeding it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. In parallel, I'm going to swing my foot forward. I'm going to bring my foot up, turning it out, and then I'm going to squeeze my glute and hamstrings to lower. Parallel, and lift, and exhale to lower. Make sure you're not rocking all around on your hips for this one. 4, and 5. From there, I'm going to leave my foot and turn, lift it up to the ceiling, bring my foot down in front of me in parallel, and squeeze my glute and hamstring to pull back. And inhale my foot up, around, and exhale to swing it back in. Inhale. 2 more. One more. And then I'm going to bend my knee in, taking my strap off. I have the weight of the strap and the carriage in my hand, and now I'm going to release into the carriage with control, using my lats, hollowing out my underarm to bring everything back in safely. From there, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to come onto my back. We're going to go ahead and end with some feet and straps and some cat-cow. I'm going to my feet up, place them in the straps. My foot bar is down, so if you are unable to accomplish this, go ahead and press out on the wooden platform, bringing one foot in the strap, straightening your leg, and the other foot in the strap, straightening your leg. If you like, you can lift your headrest up here. It's more comfortable. Go ahead and bring your feet up to the ceiling. I'm going to rotate my feet out to Pilates feet. I'm going to pull down with my glutes and hamstrings and lift back up. The straps are the springs are extremely light here. So what we're looking for is maintaining your core. 3. This is not a leg exercise so much right now as it is a stability exercise for your body. Can you recognize how far you can go before your pelvis rocks or you lose the connection, the heaviness in your sacrum? 6. Without the support of the springs, you might find that you can't lower as much as you normally would with more springs. From From there, I'm going to open my legs to the side and squeeze them back together with the inner thigh without moving my carriage. Here's 3, and squeeze. 4, here's 5, 6, exhale, dropping your belly into your spine. 7. This is just a nice, free movement for your hips because you've done so much hard work. And 10. From there, we're going to do some easy circles. I'm going to open the side, no greater than the width of our reformer. Bring your legs down, squeeze them together, and lift them back up. Again, this is an exercise in stability for your body. Drop, step into support, and 4. And up, and 5, and up. And now reverse. Bring your feet down and open. Make sure that your sacrum's not rocking. Go ahead and take 2 fingers, place them on your hips to make sure that your hips are not rocking. 3, and 4. Release your fingers whenever you're ready. And 5. From there, go ahead and bend one foot in, release the strap, find the wooden platform. Go ahead and press your leg up, find the other strap, release your foot. Come in with control. Peg your straps. We're going to swivel around to bring our knees and our thighs up against the shoulder blocks. I'm going to place my hands on the wood. We are not moving the reformer carriage in this. The springs are very light, but just go ahead and place your wrists under your shoulders. Lift up, pulling at your abdominals, rotating the insides of your shoulders to face your uprights and your forearm. I'm going to inhale, exhale, looking in at my belly button, rounding my spine. Inhale through the center, and exhale to arch, coming into a back extension. Inhale, exhale, coming up into a cat. Inhale through center, exhale, releasing into a cow without dumping my belly or flaring out my ribs. Inhale, exhale to pull up. Inhale back to center. Come into a nice child's pose with your forehead supported on your headrest, your arms reaching long on the frame of the reformer. Go ahead and inhale. Exhale, rounding back, walking your hands up, articulating your spine up. Thank you so much for joining me in class today. I hope that you had a very sweaty, intense workout. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope you have a good day.